Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. This is the IMBA Cup losers bracket where we got Duris and Isen both playing cybran. So a cybran on Theta 2 should be very interesting. We got Duris, had that great game with Rock, went back and forth, perhaps should have won, but he was very close, and now he's playing Isen here going first there. Let's see if he actually goes first bomber. So first bomber was cybran from Duris. And Isen here going first land. He's got an engineer coming out. Looks like he's gonna get a mass extractor, a single PGen, then going to the hydro. And here comes the bomber now from Duris. Should be spotted by Isen pretty easily here with the scout. And the first bombs are dodged by Isen. That was a nice move. So 3 engineers now targets for Duris. And another, well, that was almost a dodge from Isen. So first blood from Duris, first kill on that bomber. Now we got flak coming out. Perhaps should have been coming out a little earlier. And there goes the second engineer, destroyed by Duris. And this is going to be a pretty big advantage here. After 2 minutes, 2 engineers lost. And the bomber's still pretty much full health here, like getting hit a little more by a single flak. And Isen only making 1 flag, going second air after getting the hydro. And back here Duris going second land after first air. So pretty soon both players are going to have the exact same composition. Hydro, 2 factors of each kind, but this bomber did get a couple early victories. That Isen, however, is attacking with his early Mantis. A Mantis and a Raider. They're looking for anything that he can possibly kill. Basically got it, just engineers from Duris. Duris ACU, the only unit that's got a gun besides the bomber. Now interceptors for Isen. Looks like he's going to get a pretty big land spam here if he actually makes all those factories. Just a single air factory. Now going with a gesture. So a really nice air back and forth between these 2 cybran players. We saw Duris come out with a bomber that's still alive, gets the 3rd kill. This bomber's been very effective. Definitely has paid off its cost. And now it is finally going to be shut down after 3 kills. But what's more interesting, this gesture now coming out minute 4 from Isen is going to be a nice air counterattack. Looks like Duris is able to reestablish control here, although a nice sneaky Mantis here from Isen is going to pick up a kill. And now here comes the gesture. So 2 engineers now killed by Isen. And this Mantis is going to be taken care of pretty easily with numbers. But elsewhere, this gesture is going to look for any targets. It's flying directly over Duris' base. Very surprising that it's not turning back, and that's a tragic loss to lose that. It did get a couple kills, put some pressure, but it was lost way too easily. Some flak here now for Duris over his air factory. And also we got the ACUs shooting each other pretty much full health. In terms of map control, both players having some problems. A couple expanding engineers from Isen on top. It looks like a battle with the ACUs in the bottom here, although actually quite a few mass extractors here for Isen, so a nice engineer here from Isen picked up quite a bit more mass, so Isen does have quite a few more mass extractors. But some victories now for Duris in the middle, although pretty even. But now Isen attacking, getting very close to Duris' main base. This is perhaps a mistake getting so close. But elsewhere, Isen is really getting control of his game. Very surprising that Duris doesn't have more units. It looks like he's paused. He's paused all his land factories. He's getting an upgrade in ACU. It's not clear what he did there, why his factories were paused. That was for a while. And we are seeing numbers for Isen in most places on the map, although it looks like air does belong to Duris. And here with these Manti fights, it's really about numbers, the same type of micro, same type of ability. Quite a bit of flak here in this force as well from Duris. This is a very valuable point defense here at the back door from Duris, although he is cutting his main base off from this expansion that he really should have, but this aggressive engineers from Isen keep grabbing this mass, and on top also some NGs capturing some more mass. Still of course at deck 1 stage. So 4 kills for Isen and ACU. Just saw Raider get taken out by Duris. So perhaps a bit of a counterattack now by Duris. He's got 2 forces. Isen looks like he's going to force two as well. The bigger forces with Duris ACU, although now Duris moving in. This is very even numbers. I don't know if this is a good move from Duris. This is a very interesting micro here, splitting up. Why did he do that? He kind of reunited with his force on the bottom. At the same time, we got Duris attacking Isen's ACU. So a whole bunch of things happening here all at once. Guess this is what you get when you see cybran on cybran. Cybran really has to count on its maneuverability, and we are not seeing perhaps a bit of a mistake here from Duris. Looked very creative, but he kind of split a nice chunk of his force, which wandered among Isen's troops before it died. And now Isen with 20 kills, pushing pretty deep into Duris' base, now retreating. Could be in a bit of trouble. Duris might be thinking about moving in. We see actually all units from everywhere moving into this position, so perhaps Duris thinking about getting a kill, but definitely great defense for Isen's ACU. He gets back in time. Pretty even numbers, although really like the micro from Isen better. He's keeping his units more together in one big force. Duris keeps on splitting off small forces, which eventually seem to die. Now, this main force from Isen is just very direct. This moves in through the stroke point. Purely Manta. We do see some Medusas from Isen, and those are good in some situations, but not in others. And this looks like just Isen totally running Duris over. Duris does have another force here, a pretty large one, but it looks like that may have been a mistake. If he had this force back at base, he would not be in so much trouble, losing a whole bunch of health. 39 kills. Gets the 41, gets a little boost. And even with all these factories, Isen, a nice flow of units into the middle, with Duris has 2 forces on either side not doing nothing. That's kind of crazy. 47 kills for Duris, perhaps he can get 60. Isen with 38. But big problem for Duris. Duris getting some victories elsewhere, but this force needs to be attacking. Isen continues to push, and now causing real damage to Duris' power production. Of course, you never want to lose your power. Suddenly everything shuts down. This is a great move from Isen. There goes the power storage, so no more overcharging for Duris. Now 54 kills. Duris is beginning to lose his main base, and elsewhere these units need to be attacking. They could have retreated by now, and perhaps got Isen a little bit of trouble. Now point defense going up for Duris. This is pretty desperate measures, although if he can get back here, he might be in pretty good shape. This point defense is now complete. Actually, it was never completed. The engineers were killed just in time. That may have saved Duris here. Now 63 kills. And still a stream of units from Isen directly at Duris ACU. So a bit of a disadvantage here in the middle, and Isen never stopped pushing, just continued. Even when he had a force inside his base killing him, he still kept on pushing. So a very entertaining cybran on cybran match. Hopefully people enjoyed it.